And welcome back to Game 2, everybody. I'm Lee Johnson reporting to you from Merced, California as we get ready to start today's doubleheader between Merced and Cerro Coso. We'll get to the starting lineups. First pitch at 3:33. Breaking ball for a called strike, evens the count at 1-1 strike. Cody Cardozo on the mound today for Merced in Game 2. He's worked 40 innings this year, ERA of 5.4, and he has struck out 38 in those 40 innings of work. Michael Doerr leading off here in Game 2 again for the Coyotes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball that misses just outside, and the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes on Doerr. Next pitch, chop foul, and the count will remain 2-2. For Merced today, defensively, Max Ramirez in left, Dylan Weber out in center, and Nathaniel Silva in right. There's a ground ball to Trent Maloney at short. Over with it, first baseman makes the tag, and 1 out for Cerro Coso. Throw a little errant that time by Trent Maloney at shortstop, but Justin Schott at first base made the play. Ryan Brennan steps up to the plate now for the Coyotes. Ryan playing left field here in Game 2. The 1-0 pitch is a breaking ball for strike 1. Cardozo moves fast. Another breaking ball that misses just on the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. That ball is fouled off down the left field line. Count goes even at 22. Drop third strike. They're going to have to complete the out, 2-3, and they do just that. Stepping up to the plate now for Cerro Coso is Luis Reyes. Reyes playing shortstop today. First pitch misses, ball 1. Another breaking ball that time, misses outside, and the count runs to 2 balls and no strikes. Cardozo's got a very good breaking ball. It's very tight spin, a lot of spin rate, so it looks straight and then it'll just bust off. Next pitch is fouled off, out of play, and the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. We're apologize for the breaking up here of the stream. We're going to get that, try to get that fixed between innings. Next pitch is low, and Reyes gets ahead, 3 balls and a strike. That ball is hit into shallow right, should be playable. Silva makes the play for the 3rd out, and that'll do it. So 1-2-3 for the Coyotes as we head to the home half of the 1st. And we are back. Trent Maloney steps in for the Blue Devils. He's playing shortstop today, leading off again here in game number 2. And takes a first pitch called strike by Daniel Zaragoza. Zaragoza for the Coyotes has worked 19 2/3 innings. ERA of 5.03 with 19 strikeouts so far this year. Lefty. That pitch is hit into left field, should be playable. Ryan Brennan, and it's not playable. It is gone. A home run for Trent Maloney. Joichiro Oyama steps to the plate for the Blue Devils, playing third base in this game. Played second base in game 1. First pitch outside for ball 1. Zaragoza, as I mentioned, 19 2/3 innings of work. ERA just over 5. That ball is popped up, playable. Reyes going back. Brennan comes in. Brennan will make the catch for out number 2. Austin Capaz steps in now for Merced, DH in this ball game again. First pitch by Zaragoza, fastball that paints the outside corner for strike 1. So Trent Maloney for Merced, leadoff home run over the left field wall. Put the Blue Devils up 1-0 here early. That ball is hit into right center. Door going back, and that ball is gone. The second home run of the inning. Max Ramirez steps in now. Max playing left field in this game for Merced. So 2 solo shots here in the bottom half of the first. And Merced jumps out to a quick 2-0 lead. Zaragoza's first pitch was low. Jackson Alanis behind the plate. Today in game 2 for the Coyotes defensively, it's Ryan Brennan in left, Tito Hernandez in center, and Michael Doerr in right. 1-0 pitch is chopped foul, and that evens a count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Anthony Davis back at third, Luis Reyes at short, Manny Gutierrez at second in this game, and Danny Jimenez at first. Behind the dish for the Coyotes, Jackson Alanis, and as mentioned, Daniel Zaragoza on the bump. Big swing and a miss, and the count runs to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Max Ramirez. Zaragoza looks in. And that'll do it. But not before the Blue Devils strike for two. 2-0 after one. Stepping up to the plate here to begin the top half of the second, it'll be hitters 4, 5, and 6 for Cerro Coso. Danny Jimenez, first baseman, will lead it off here in the top half of the first. And Cardoza misses down and away for ball one. Cody Cardoza works at a real nice rhythm here. He gets the ball and doesn't mess around. Grabs it and hucks it right back in there. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Danny Jimenez. That pitch catches the lower outside corner for strike 2. Nothing Jimenez is going to do with that one except tip his cap. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Now stepping into the plate, Coyotes third baseman Anthony Davis. Defensively again for Merced, it's Max Ramirez in left, Dylan Weber in center, Nathaniel Silva in right, called strike 1 on a changeup. Joichiro Oyama at third, Trent Maloney at short, Mason King at second, and Austin Schott at first. Swing and a miss on a big breaking ball. And Cardoza quickly ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. And Jacob Skinner behind the dish today, battery mate of Cody Cardoza. Off speed, misses just low. And the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Anthony Davis. Tight breaking ball, just a little bit low. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Coyote third baseman. Fastball fouled off, back out of play over the third base dugout. Field pretty symmetrical here at Merced. They don't have any distance signs out there on the outfield fence. Ball 3 for a full count. I'm guessing about 320, 330 down the lines, 370, 380 in the alleys, and probably just about 400 at dead center. And Anthony Davis draws a walk. First base runner for Cerro Coso this afternoon. Stepping up now, designated hitter Hunter Bagshaw. Bagshaw comes into today's game hitting .351. 20 hits and 57 at bats, and he's driven in 17. Anthony Davis on first after drawing a walk. First batter not to be retired by Cody Cardoza. First pitch right back up the box. That's off of Mason King. That'll go out into right field, and everybody will advance. We'll see how they score that. I'm going to give that a hit, and I would agree that was stung pretty well. A lot of spin on that ball. Just kind of jumped up on Mason King there. So runners on first and second, and Manny Gutierrez, second baseman, steps into the box for Cerro Coso. Gutierrez comes in hitting .267. First pitch breaking ball that misses away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gutierrez 8 hits and 30 at bats. He is driven in 7 so far this year. Davis on second, Bagshaw on first. 1 out here in the top half of the second. That ball's hit well to left field. Ramirez going back. He's got room, makes the catch. Right up in front of the wall for out number 2. So Gutierrez gave that one a ride, but came up about 5 feet short. And that'll bring up the Cerro Coso catcher, Jackson Alaniz. Alaniz comes into today hitting .243 for the Coyotes. 2 on, 2 outs, top of the second. Breaking ball down and away. 1-0. Cody Cardoza staked to a 2-0 lead early on 2 solo shots in the bottom half of the first by Merced. Coyotes threatening with 2 runners on. Big swing and a miss by Alaniz. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. About 77 degrees here, game time temperature for game 2. And I have to apologize, folks. I thought game 2 was a 9-inning game, but I was told it is only scheduled for 7. But 7 is better than none, as far as I'm concerned. 2 balls and a strike on Jackson Alaniz, trying to come up with a 2-out knock here and get the Coyotes on the board. That ball grounded to shortstop. Maloney up with it. Over to, oh, not handled at first base, and everybody will be safe. That's going to be a throwing error on Trent Maloney. Just didn't get a whole lot on that ball. And his first baseman shot was unable to come up with that. So number 9 hitter Tito Hernandez steps into the box for the Coyotes. First pitch down low, that's going to get by Jacob Skinner. Everybody will move up 90 feet, and Coyotes get their first run of the ball game on a wild pitch. Next pitch right back to Cardoza, and that's going to do it. The Coyotes plate 1 after 1.5. 2-1 our score. And we are back in the bottom half of the second. Hitters 6, 7, and 8 for the Blue Devils. Hitters 6, 7, and 8 for the Blue Devils. Nathaniel Silva steps in, right field here in game 2. Takes Zaragoza's first pitch down and in for ball 1. 2-1 our score. We're in the bottom half of the second. Game 2 of a back-to-back doubleheader. Scheduled for 7. Zaragoza hits the bottom of the zone for a called strike. And that'll even the count on Nathaniel Silva at 1 ball and 1 strike. Silva hits from the right side. Next pitch down and in. And the count runs to 21. 2 balls and a strike. Austin Schott on deck, playing first base today, and Jacob Skinner catching will be in the hole for Merced in the home half of the second. That ball's hit well to left center, and that is going to be gone. The 3rd solo shot of the game. And Merced jumps out to a 3-1 lead. Stepping up now, first baseman Austin Schott. Merced on the back of 3 solo blasts. Jumps out 3-1 here in the home half of the second. Schott takes Zaragoza's first offering in the dirt for ball 1. Wind doesn't seem to be blowing out that hard towards left field, but that ball is carrying, and Schott's gonna get one out into left center field. He's going to go to second, and he'll be in with a stand-up double. Jacob Skinner, catcher for the Blue Devils in game 2, steps in. Austin Schott at second. Skinner shows bunt and bunts it foul for strike 1. Trying to move Schott over to third base here with less than 2 outs. 3-1 in favor of Merced on the back of 3 solo home runs here early. Austin Schott followed the home run by Nathaniel Silva up with a stand-up double. And Jacob Skinner shows bunt again. Davis crashes. That ball catches the strike zone as Skinner pulled the bat back. And Zaragoza gets ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Be interesting to see what they have Jacob Skinner do here. A lot of times at this level, it's like you need to be able to put a bunt down. So even if you have 2 strikes, we're going to put it on again and see what happens. We will see. Doesn't show bunt. That pitch misses low. And the count moves to 1 ball on and 2 strikes. 1 run in, runner on second on 2 hits so far in the bottom of the second. Nobody out, and a 1-2 count to the Blue Devil catcher, Jacob Skinner. Zaragoza's pitch. That's in the dirt, gets away from Alanis. And Schott is going to advance to third base on the wild pitch. So now an even better deal for Merced. They got that guy at third base, and they didn't even have to give up an out for it, at least not yet. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jacob Skinner. Austin Schott 90 feet away. Zaragoza needs an out here. That pitch catches the plate, but just a little bit low. Count will go full at 32. Dylan Weber, center fielder, awaits on deck for his opportunity. The 3-2 pitch, that's swung on and missed. I guess it's foul tipped, excuse me. Skinner got just a piece of that breaking ball. Foul tipped it. Stays alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Zaragoza steps off. Now he's going to step in. Infield playing back for the Coyotes. They'll concede a run for an out here this early in the ball game. And that pitch misses low and gets away from Alaniz. Another wild pitch to score another run. And the Blue Devils extend their lead. Dylan Weber steps up to the plate now. Dylan playing center field this game. He started on the mound in game 1, and he promptly rips a line drive into left field for a base hit, and that'll get past Ryan Brennan. That's going to score a run. So a single followed by an error results in a run. Top of the Merced order, Trent Maloney steps up. Maloney hit a solo shot to lead off the game. Shows bunt, and that one drops foul. Weber on second after a single, and then run scored. Austin shot on an error. Next pitch misses away, and that runs the count to 1 ball and 1 strike on Trent Maloney. Maloney looking to drive in another run here. Three runs are in. That ball is fouled off over towards the first base dugout. Just got a piece of it. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 3 runs in on 3 hits so far for the Blue Devils in the home half of the second. Extend their lead to 5-1. Weber on second. Nobody out for the Blue Devils. Now Trent Maloney asks for time. Home plate umpire grants it to him. Everybody takes a deep breath. We reset, we reload, and we are ready to go. 1-2 pitch from Zaragoza is down in the dirt. Nice job by Alaniz that time, keeping that in front of him. Jackson Alaniz has been working hard. Zaragoza snapping off some pretty tight spinning breaking balls about a foot or 2 in front of the plate, and that's anybody's guess where those things go when they're spinning like that. A couple runs have come in on the wild pitch so far today. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to the Blue Devils leadoff man. That ball misses low, and the count runs full. 32 on Trent Maloney, playing shortstop again here in game 2 today. First game went the way of Cerro by a score of 13-4. Merced enjoying a 5-1 lead here early in game 2 of this back-to-back doubleheader. That pitch is foul tipped and held on to by Alanis for out number 1. Mason King, second baseman for Merced, steps in. Mason 0 for 1 today. Flew out to left field in his first plate appearance. First pitch swinging. Gets around on it, but well foul. Yanked that down the left field line over batting cages and whatnot. Down in the left field corner there. No balls and a strike. Zaragoza, 30 pitches so far on the game. 19 for strikes and 11 for balls. Looks in, gets his sign. Weber takes his lead from second. And that pitch hit Mason King. Yep, breaking ball that caught him in the feet. So he'll take his base. Merced, third baseman Joichiro Oyama steps to the plate now. Oyama 0 for 1, flew out to left field, his first at bat. Shows bunt, lays a nice one down third baseline, and Anthony Davis is going to let that roll foul, which was the only play he had. Oyama would have been safe by a mile had that thing stayed fair, but just a little bit too much twist on it, and it rolls foul. So he makes his way back to the plate. Weber on second, King on first. 3 runs in for the Blue Devils here in the home half of the second on 3 hits. We've had 3 solo dingers so far today by Merced. Wind's picking up a little bit, blowing out to left field. Not terribly strong, however. Runners are going, and that pitch misses low for ball 1. So double steal put on that time. Successful. And now Merced has 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out. Oyama looking to drive those guys in. Next pitch is fouled back into the netting. And Daniel Zaragoza gets ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Austin Capas, the Blue Devils' designated hitter, on deck. Zaragoza looks in. Infield playing back for Cerro. They'll take the out. Next pitch is hit to Reyes at short. Everybody freezes. 2 down. Austin Capas, Merced's designated here, steps in. Capas solo shot, his first at bat over the right center field wall. Runners on second and third. Merced looking for a 2-out knock. Base hit to hit to Gutierrez at second. That'll do it. But Merced scores 3 after 2. Our score: Merced 5, Cerro 1. Michael Doer steps up to the plate for the Coyotes to start the third. Cardoza's first pitch fastball misses away for ball one. So Cody Cardoza, as I mentioned, can run it up there. A pretty big guy, 6'4", 235. Check swing, and he did not go. Count moves to 2 balls and no strikes. We are in the top of the third, 5-1 in favor of Merced here in game 2 of this back-to-back doubleheader. There's a fastball called strike right down the snot locker, if you will. And that runs the count to 21 on the Cerro Coso right fielder. Next pitch is up and away. 3 balls and a strike. Michael Doer will be sitting on 1 pitch here. And if he gets it, he'll do his best. That pitch is fouled straight back into the netting. And the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's Doer, Brennan, and Reyes scheduled for the Coyotes here in the top of the third. Strike 3 called. Doer knew it. Nice pitch that time by Cardoza. And there is 1 gone here in the Coyote third. Stepping up now for Cerro Coso, left fielder Ryan Brennan. Brennan struck out his first plate appearance. First pitch misses slightly low. Caught the plate, but just below the hollow of the knees for ball 1. That ball's hit left side, could be playable, but he's going, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. Just came into the Bermuda Triangle. So Ryan Brennan reaches basically a seeing eye single there. Stepping up now, Luis Reyes, the Cerro Coso shortstop. Reyes 0 for 1. He flew out to right field. His first at bat. Ryan Brennan on first after a little flare single that fell in the Bermuda Triangle behind third base. Cardoza misses the breaking ball. And the count goes to 1 ball and no strikes. Cardoza, fairly intimidating looking figure on the mound at 6'4", 235. Looks like he could almost reach out and touch you. Reyes shows bunt, pulls back, but that is a nice breaking ball for a called strike. And the count evens at 11. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Coyotes have a runner on first with 1 out. The 1-1 pitch, that's chopped foul over to the Blue Devils dugout. And Cody Cardoza gets ahead of the Coyote shortstop. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pretty moderate lead for Brennan at first. Not getting too far off the bag. That pitch, a breaking ball that's going to get away from Skinner. And Brennan will make his way down to second base on the wild pitch. Breaking ball that time that kind of started off the plate and went even further off the plate. Nothing Jacob Skinner could do with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Reyes. Brennan in scoring position at second base. Strike 3 called on a very nice pitch. That time that just locked up Luis Reyes. And he'll head back to the dugout after Cody Cardoza throws him a chair. Walking up now, Danny Jimenez, first baseman. Jimenez struck out his first at bat. 2 down. We are in the top half of the third. First pitch, fastball that just misses outside for ball 1. Danny Jimenez looking for a 2-out knock here. Drive in a run. Make this game a little bit closer. Nice breaking ball for a called strike. High spin rate. It looks like they're on Cardoza's breaking balls, which means it kind of looks like it's coming in. Then the last minute, that thing just digs hard. And he's kind of buckling the knees, a lot of these Coyote batters. He's going to spin and look Ryan Brennan back to the bag. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Jimenez. That pitch is hit up in over second base. Shortstop up with it, and that'll do it. So the Coyotes threatened but failed to score. 5-1 after 2.5. Max Ramirez steps into the box for the Blue Devils. It'll be Ramirez, Silva, and Schott scheduled here in the home half of the third. Zaragoza starts him out with a backdoor breaking ball for strike 1. Ramirez 0 for 1, struck out his first plate appearance. The 0-1 pitch, another breaking ball. That one stays up. And the count will even out at 1 ball and 1 strike on Ramirez. 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left for the Blue Devils. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Count goes to 1-2. Coyotes have 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and they have left 3 through 2.5 here at Merced. Big swing and a miss for the first out. Nathaniel Silva steps in, right fielder for Merced. Silva homered in his first plate appearance over the left field wall. Takes an off-speed piece there that's misses low for ball 1. Silva scored the first of 3 runs for Merced there in the bottom of the second, excuse me. Zaragoza misses away on a fastball, and that runs the count to 20. 2 balls, no strikes. Austin Schott on deck. The 2-0 pitch, that's hit well to left center. Hernandez tracking. That's going to get down and bounce off the wall. Stand-up double for Nathaniel Silva. Austin Schott Merced first baseman steps in, shot 1 for 1. He had a stand-up double, his first plate appearance, scored a run. Zaragoza starts him off with a changeup that misses low and away. 1 ball, no strikes for the count. Silva with a 1-out stand-up double to left center field here in the bottom of the 3rd. And Merced is threatening again. They've put 2 up in the 1st, 3 up in the 2nd. Off-speed pitch that is fouled off. And that evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Zaragoza has thrown 45 pitches so far this game, 28 for strikes, 17 for balls. Gets his sign. That pitch misses low. And the count runs to 21. 2 balls and a strike. We are in the bottom of the 3rd, scheduled to play 7 here in game 2 of this back-to-back doubleheader between the Merced Blue Devils and the Cerro Coyotes. Ball 3. A breaking ball that misses low. 31 the count now. As we mentioned, Cerro took game 1 by a score of 13-4. Merced enjoying a comfortable lead here early in game 2 by a score of 5-1. 3-1 pitch misses down for ball 4. Jacob Skinner, the Blue Devils catcher, steps in now. Skinner walked his first plate appearance and scored a run. Runners on 1st and 2nd with 1 out. Zaragoza's first offering, little off-speed number that catches the top of the zone for strike 1. Next pitch will be the 50th for Daniel Zaragoza here with 1 out in the 3rd inning. So pitch count starting to get up there a little bit. And you'd like to see a little bit better strike to ball ratio. He is on the positive side of the curve, 29 strikes, 20 balls. And that pitch is low. Count goes even. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jacob Skinner. Nathaniel Silva on 2nd after hitting a 1-out double. Austin shot on 1st after drawing a walk. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Jacob Skinner. That pitch is fouled back. And Zaragoza gets ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Blue Devil catcher. Beautiful day here today, probably mid upper 70s. A light wind blowing basically from the first base, right field line out to left field, left center field. Not very strong. Ball seems to be carrying pretty well here though in game 2. So we've seen three shots so far. Zaragoza will spin and look Silva back to second base. Zaragoza looks in now. He gets his sign and comes set. Big swing and a miss for out number 2. Dylan Weber, Merced center fielder, hitting in the 9-hole today, steps up. Weber 1 for 1. He singled to left field in his first at bat. First pitch by Zaragoza is in the dirt. Silva is going to advance. And Schott is going to stay put. That ball, the way it bounced away from Jackson Alaniz, afforded Silva the opportunity to move to third, but Schott would have been dead on arrival had he tried to go there. So runners on the corners, 2 out. 1 ball, no strikes to count for Dylan Weber. That pitch is in the dirt. Schott stays put. 2 balls. And no strikes to the Merced center fielder. Schott 6'3", 220. Probably not going to risk making the 3rd out of the inning here. Trying to get to second. No reason for that. Ball 3. Probably going to be able to jog down there pretty quick if Daniel Zaragoza can't find the strike zone. 3 balls, no strikes, the count to Dylan Weber. Silva on third, Schott on first, and ball 4. Trent Maloney steps up now, coming up for his 3rd time in the 3rd inning, so you know life's been pretty good if you're an offensive guy. You get 3 at-bats in 3 innings. 1 for 2 with the home run. First pitch swinging, that's playable, shallow right field. Gutierrez is back, and he'll put it away. So the Devils threaten, but fail to score. 5-1 after 3. You're listening to Cerro Coso Coyote Baseball. And we are back. Scheduled for the Coyotes here in the top of the 4th will be 5, 6, and 7. Anthony Davis, 3rd baseman, steps in first. Anthony walked and scored the Coyotes' lone run so far in the game. First pitch swinging, that's hit to left field, playable. Max Ramirez comes in, puts it away. 1 pitch, 1 out for Cody Cardoza. Cardoza pitching very well so far in this ballgame. Hunter Bagshaw steps up to the plate now. Bagshaw 1 for 1. He singled and was stranded at 3rd base. His first plate appearance. Takes a breaking ball in for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is down and away, a fastball that time. 2-0 the count to the Coyotes' designated hitter. Bagshaw hits from the right side. A little flare that's going to be caught in foul territory for out number 2. That thing came right off his hands. And 2 quick outs for Coso here in the top half of the 4th. This game only scheduled for 7, as it's game 2 of a back-to-back doubleheader. Gutierrez steps in. Gutierrez 0 for 1, flew out his first at plate appearance, and he's put that's one in the gap. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Gutierrez is going to stay at second with a stand-up 2-out double. Nice piece of hitting that time by Manny. Hit it well and right in the gap. So Jackson Alaniz, the Coso catcher, is going to have an opportunity here to drive in a run with a 2-out knock. Coso looking to narrow the gap just a little bit. Cody Cardoza on cruise control here for Merced. He's pitching very, very well. 57 pitches so far, 32 of those for strikes. Breaking ball hit right back up the box, and that is going to score a run. Ball will be cut off, and Alaniz does his job. Coyotes put their second run of the game on the board with an RBI single. Orbine Hernandez steps in, takes first pitch for a called strike on the outside corner. Hernandez 0 for 1. He grounded out his last plate appearance. Back to the pitcher. Cardoza tosses over to first to check on Alaniz. Probably doesn't realize that's the catcher over there, so not a big threat to go. Next pitch is fisted into shallow left center, and that is going to fall for a base hit. So 3 hits in a row here for the Coyotes. Have plated them a run. And they have runners on first and second for the top of the order. Michael Doerr 0 for 2 today. Coyotes starting to find it a little bit here in the 4th inning, facing Cody Cardoza. There's a ground ball to third. Oyama up with it, and he is late. And Alaniz is going to be tagged out in a rundown at third, so that'll do it. So base running mistake. Coyotes threaten, failed to score. 5-2 here after 3.5. So Mason King steps up to the plate for the Blue Devils. First pitch by Zaragoza misses up and in for ball one. So to finish out that last inning, folks, what happened was infield base hit. The throw was late. Jackson Alaniz coming around third didn't see the safe call and just kind of ran into a tag out. Nix pops out for the first out. Joichiro Oyama steps to the plate now. First pitch misses just outside for ball one. Oyama 0 for 2 on the day. He's flown out and lined out to the shortstop. 5-6-1 for the Blue Devils on the line score. 2-6-1 for Cerro Coso. Next pitch misses down low for ball two. Designated hitter Austin Capas is on deck, and I apologize, folks, if I am butchering that pronunciation. 2-0 pitch to Oyama, and that misses just off the plate wide. 3 balls and a strike now on the Merced third baseman. Ball 4, away high. Austin Capas steps in now. Capas 1 for 2. He hit a solo shot in his first plate appearance. Fouls his first pitch off for strike 1. We're in the home half of the fourth. 1 out. Runner on first in the form of Joichiro Oyama, who drew a walk. Austin Capas, the designated hitter at the plate, with an 0-1 count. And there's a throwing error as Zaragoza tried to check on the runner. That's going to go out of play. And Oyama will stay at second base. So a pickoff attempt. And a throwing error by the Cerro Coso pitcher allows Joichiro Oyama to move to second. Runner in scoring position now for the Blue Devils designated hitter. Capas hits from the right side. 0-1 pitch. That's ripped into left field for a base hit. And that is going to score a run. So a costly throwing error results in an RBI single. So Merced answers right back with the run of their own here in the fourth inning. Max Ramirez steps in, first pitch low in the dirt. Nice job that time by Jackson Alaniz to keep Capas at first. Max Ramirez 0 for 2 so far today. Looking to move the runner over in the the scoring position with only one out here in the home half of the fourth. 6-2 in favor of Merced. Change up that stays way up and out for ball 2. A little bit of activity looks like in the Cerro Coso bullpen, as Daniel Zaragoza has thrown 67 pitches through 3 1/3 innings of work. That ball's grounded to Reyes at short, goes to second for 1, over to first, double play, and that'll do it. But Merced scores 1 after 4, 6-2 in favor of Merced. We'll be right back. And we are back as we head to the top half of the fifth in game 2, which is scheduled for 7 innings today. Merced on top early, 6-2. First pitch swinging by Ryan Brennan, and that is going to be caught for an out. Little soft fly ball, and Dylan Weber, center fielder, came in to make the catch. Luis Reyes steps in, swinging on the first pitch, a little off-speed number for strike 1. Reyes 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. Another swing and a miss. Nice pitch that time by Cody Cardoza, and he quickly gets ahead of the Coyote shortstop. No balls and 2 strikes. That ball is popped up, and it could be playable. And nice effort by Jacob Skinner, but unable to come up with that one. Up into the sun, and hits the ground for strike 2. Reyes stays alive, no balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch is hit into shallow right center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. So Reyes, 2-strike base hit. Just on a soft little fly ball that landed in the right spot. That'll bring up Cerro Coso first baseman Danny Jimenez. Jimenez 0 for 2 so far today with a strikeout and a ground out. First pitch called strike. And Cody Cardoza working ahead again. He's doing a nice job of that so far today. That pitch is fouled straight back. And the count rolls to no balls and 2 strikes. Reyes on first after a 1-out single. Jimenez trying to move him over, but down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Moderate lead by Reyes. Not much of a threat to go. And a swing and a miss by Jimenez for out number 2. And it will be up to Anthony Davis to come up with a 2-out knock here. Davis 0 for 1 with a walk, run scored, and he flew out to left field his last at bat. First pitch by Cardozo misses low and away for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is down and in. 2-0. Sort of uncharacteristic here so far this afternoon for Cody Cardozo. Hasn't been behind too many hitters, at least it seems that way from my vantage point. Probably need to go look at the numbers. Reyes is running, and Skinner is unable to come up with a ball that was down in the dirt. So Reyes gets into scoring position. Count moves to 3 balls and no strikes. And now Anthony Davis chance to drive in a run here with the 2-out knock. 3-0 pitch right down Broadway for a called strike. 3 balls and a strike. Advantage Anthony Davis here. Still looking for 1 pitch in 1 spot in this count. And looking to do some damage here. That ball is chopped to King at second. He's got it over to first, and that'll do it. So the Coyotes threaten, but fail to score after 4.5, 6-2, Merced. And we are back. We have a new pitcher on the bump for Cerro. Robert Rosado steps in. First pitch in there for a called strike to Nathaniel Silva. Silva 2 for 2 with a home run and a double. Rosado comes in with 9 2/3 innings of work, an ERA just north of 11. And he misses with the breaking ball inside to even the count on Nathaniel Silva. As I mentioned, Silva 2 for 2 with the home run and a double. Obviously 1 run driven in, and he was stranded on third. Fouls the next pitch off, and Rosado gets ahead of Silva. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Shot on deck, Skinner in the hole for Merced. Blue Devils on top 6-2 here in the home half of the 5th. Game 2 of a 7-inning doubleheader today between Cerro, Coso, and Merced. Merced looking to even it up at 1 game apiece if they can hang on. Rosado misses away, and the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Merced right fielder. Two pitch. That's down and away, and the count runs full. So Robert Rosado in danger here of walking the first man he sees. Nathaniel Silva in danger of being struck out. And the walk is issued. Austin Schott steps in now. Schott 1 for 1 with the double. Run scored, run driven in, and a walk. Takes first pitch fastball on the inside corner for a strike. Nathaniel Silva on first base after drawing a leadoff walk. He's got a pretty decent lead over there at first. Rosado would be in his best interest to keep an eye on him. Breaking ball, slow breaking ball that is swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes the count on Austin Schott. That was a nice pitch by Robert Rosado there. Just took a little bit off, spun it pretty good, and that fooled Austin Schott. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Silva, again, a good lead at first. And now a throw over. Nathaniel Silva back safely, head first. Rosado looks in. And the 0-2 pitch. That is line foul down the first base side. And count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Austin Schott. Jacob Skinner on deck. He'll be followed by Dylan Weber. And then the Merced batting order rolls over to the top. No balls, 2 strikes. And they got him picked off. Throw to first. Now to Reyes at short, and he'll place the tag on. So 1 out on a pickoff. That'll go 1 to 3 to 6 on the putout. So the base runner is erased. Silva was going that time. He kind of took off, and then when Rosado turned, he kind of locked up and was like, oh, I'm in trouble. So 1 down now, nobody on. 0-2 the count to Austin Schott, and he looks at a nice breaking ball for called strike 3. Merced catcher Jacob Skinner steps to the plate. Skinner 0 for 1 with a walk. And a run scored. Takes a breaking ball for a called strike. And Robert Rosado gets ahead. The 0-1 pitch, another breaking ball. That one misses low. And leaving the count at 11. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Merced catcher. 2 outs here in the home half of the 5th. Nathaniel Silva drew a leadoff walk, but then was picked off. And Aaron Schott went down looking on a nice breaking ball. That breaking ball stays up and is ripped into left field for a base hit. Merced center fielder Dylan Weber steps to the plate. Weber 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. First pitch off speed catches the lower outside corner for a called strike. Jacob Skinner on first base after a 2-out line drive single into left field. Dylan Weber trying to move him around here. That 0-1 pitch is hit into left field. That's traveling, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run by Dylan Weber. So top of the Merced order steps up in the form of Trent Maloney. Takes a breaking ball for strike 1. So Dylan Weber with a 2-run blast here to extend the Merced lead to 8-2. Next pitch misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. It's awful nice when the bottom of your order can blast them over the fence, especially with guys on base here. 2 outs, no less. Trent Maloney asked for time and is granted. Everybody will step off, kind of reload. Maloney back in. Umpire calls play ball, and we are ready. The 1-1 pitch from Rosado. That is hit into right field, and that is going to be down for a base hit into the corner. That is going to probably be 3. Maloney's legging it out, and he will be in with a triple. Stepping up to the plate now, Mason King. Mason 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. First pitch swinging, that's into right field, should be playable. Michael Dewar's there, and that's it, but not before. Merced scores 2 runs on 3 hits as we go to the 6th, 8-2, Merced. And we are back. We have a new pitcher on the mound for Merced. Cesar Avila steps on to the bump for the Blue Devils. Avila comes in with 18 innings of work, ERA of 9.5. He has struck out 25 batters in those 18 innings. First batter he'll face is Hunter Bagshaw. Fastball that dots the outside corner for strike one. Bagshaw 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Avila runs it up there pretty nice, quickly ahead. No balls and 2 strikes on the Cerro Coso designated hitter. Avila pitches from the stretch. 0-2 pitch. Just a little bit low. Caught the plate, but a little bit down. And that'll move the count to 12. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It'll be Bagshaw, Gutierrez, and Alanis scheduled for the Coyotes here in the top half of the 6th. 1-2 pitch, ground ball through the hole for a base hit for Hunter Bagshaw. So leadoff single to start out the Coyotes half of the 6th. That ball wasn't hit especially hard, but it was hit in the right spot. Manny Gutierrez steps up to the plate now. Gutierrez 1 for 2 with the double and a run scored. Moderate lead for Bagshaw at first. First pitch to Gutierrez. That's lined foul down the right field line, back into the trees. And Cesar Avila gets ahead of the Coyote second baseman. No balls and a strike. We are in the top of the 6th, scheduled to play 7 today in game 2 of this doubleheader. Fastball misses down and in. And that evens the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Bagshaw on first after a leadoff single into left field. Manny Gutierrez looking to push him around. Little toss over to first, and Bagshaw is back safely. Cerro Coso chasing 6 runs here, so a few too many to be playing small ball at this point. You got to swing away. And those outs are too precious. Foul ball chopped back behind home plate. And Avila gets ahead of Manny Gutierrez. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nice crowd here today at Merced. I got some nice big shade trees down the right field line on some small hills. A lot of folks over there. A lot of folks taking advantage of the shade over on the third base side as well. The 1-2 pitch called strike 3 at the knees. And Gutierrez goes down looking for the first out of the inning. Jackson Alanis steps up to the plate now for Cerro Coso. Alanis 1 for 2 with an RBI. Singled. His last at bat. First pitch swinging, that's popped up to left center, playable. Dylan Weber ranges over, and now it's going to be Max Ramirez on left making the catch. So quickly 2 down for the Coyotes after a leadoff single by Hunter Bagshaw. Urbina Hernandez now steps up to the plate for Cerro Coso. Hernandez 1 for 2 with a single, his last at bat. Little shot off the fist that's going to roll foul. And Cesar Avila gets ahead. No balls and a strike on the Cerro Coso center fielder. Line scores look like this through 5 2/3. 2 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, and 6 runners left for Cerro Coso. 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, and 6 runners left for Merced. The 0-1 pitch. That's fouled straight back into the netting. And the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. Top of the Cerro Coso order, waiting on deck in the form of Michael Dorr. Hoping he gets the chance. Bagshaw on first after a leadoff single. Now there are 2 outs. Breaking ball swung on and missed. That's in the dirt. They're going to have to complete it. 2-3. They do. So the Coyotes strand a leadoff single after 5.5. 8-2. Merced. And we are back. A new pitcher for Cerro Coso. Carlos Soto toes the rubber. Soto comes in with 25 1/3 innings of work. Struck out 21 in those 25 innings plus of work. First pitch down low to Joichiro Oyama. Number 3 hitter for Merced here in this game, playing third base. Oyama 0 for 2. Next pitch is grounded up the middle for a base hit. So Oyama, leadoff single. Merced designated hitter Austin Capas steps in. Capas 2 for 3 with the home run and a single. He has driven in 2 runs. First pitch called strike. And Carlos Soto gets ahead. No balls and a strike. Joichiro Oyama at first after leading off the home half of the 6th with a single up the middle. Next pitch is swung on and missed. And Soto quickly ahead of the Blue Devils designated hitter. No balls and 2 strikes the count. Scheduled to play 7 in game 2 of this doubleheader. Blue Devils on top 8-2. Throw over to first. Oyama back safely. $11 hits by the Blue Devils here in this game through 5+ innings, so they're seeing the ball well, putting it in play. Doubled their run on pit from game 1. There's a chopper that's caught by Gutierrez. Nice play, throws and records the out. Oyama goes to third. So a very nice play by Manny Gutierrez to record the out. Max Ramirez, left fielder, steps up. Max 0 for 3 today. First pitch takes high for ball 1. Oyama on third after some aggressive base running there on that last play. Advanced all the way to third on a very nice play by Manny Gutierrez to get the runner out at first. Next pitch is chopped foul by Max Ramirez, and that evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Home half of the 6th, 8-2 in favor of Merced. Runner on third with 1 out. Soto gets his sign in his first inning of work today. Breaking ball starts on the plate, worked off the plate, and Ramirez held up. Runs the count to 21. Nathaniel Silva waiting on deck. That ball is hit into right field. Should be playable, but should score a run. Dorr makes the catch. Oyama tags. And sacrifice fly plates the 9th run for Merced. Nathaniel Silva steps up now. Silva 2 for 2 with a home run, a double, and a walk. Takes first pitch inside for ball 1. Bases empty, 1 run in. Breaking ball, nice pitch that time for called strike 1. That evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Austin Schott, Merced first baseman, standing on deck. Nathaniel Silva seeing if he can keep it going here with 2 outs in the home half of the 6th. 1-1 pitch is hit into right fielder. Should be playable. Doors rustling over, and that's going to drop in. That's going to be a double for Nathaniel Silva, his 2nd of the ball game. So kind of a seeing eye double. Austin Schott steps in. Schott 1 for 2 today with a double and a walk. He has scored a run. First pitch, breaking ball, misses away, ball 1. That hit by Silva, Michael Dorr was kind of shading over towards right center, and Silva was able to put that thing about 2 feet from the line. Nice effort by Dorr, just didn't quite have enough to get there. Next pitch is up and in. They ask if he went. First base umpire says no, he did not. And the count moves to 20 on the big Merced first baseman. 1 run in. Runner on second, 2 outs here in the home half of the 6th. Merced enjoying a 9-2 lead in this 7-inning ball game. And late time call there was granted. Soto started his delivery and then stopped everything abruptly, and that never feels very good, to say the least. We're reset now. 2 balls, no strikes. That pitch misses just low. The count goes to 30. Jacob Skinner waiting on deck, hoping for an opportunity to drive in some more runs this afternoon.
So there's a lot of teams that didn't petition. Yeah, I'm sure. So of the 30 teams and all that.
3-0 fastball catches the outside corner. And the count moves to 31.
Sure they did. Yeah, they have a reason to, right? I just don't know about the. I mean, it's hard to. I mean, they're undefeated, but their strength of schedule.
Soto comes set.
Oh, wow.
And he misses just low for ball 4. Jacob Skinner now steps to the plate for Merced. Skinner 1 for 2 with the walk and a single. And he has scored a couple runs. Takes first pitch down and away for ball 1. Merced has plated 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Have his runner on first and second with 2 men out. Next pitch is hit into left field. That should be playable. Brennan is there, and he puts it away. But Merced plates 1, our new score, 9-2 Merced after 6. And we are back here in the top half of the 7th, excuse me. Figuratively the 9th, unless Cerro Coso can put a whole bunch of runs on the board. Cesar Avila back for his 2nd inning of work. He only threw 12 pitches last inning. Starts Michael Doroff with the ball down and away for ball 1. Next pitch misses low. 2 balls and no strikes to Dor. Dor 1 for 3 with the single so far today. Looking to get on base here. Next pitch misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Ryan Brennan on deck. Luis Reyes in the hole for Cerro Coso. Cesar Avila looking to close it out here for the Blue Devils. And a 4-pitch walk. Stepping up now, Ryan Brennan. Brennan 1 for 3 so far today. He singled earlier in the ballgame. We're going to have a pinch runner for Dorr. And that looks like it is Ezra Ponce. So Ponce will go in and run for Michael Dorr. As you can imagine, Ezra Ponce is fast. Big lead on first, but they are chasing 7 runs, so that ball is ripped into right field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Ponce will stay at second. And just like that, the Coyotes have runners on first and second with nobody out. As I was going to say, the Coyotes need a lot more base runners than just Ezra Ponce, so they'd be wise to be cautious here. Don't try to be kind of foolish aggressive, is maybe the best way to put it. Luis Reyes steps up now. Reyes 1 for 3. First pitch breaking ball misses down and away. Ball 1. We're an hour and 51 into this one. Game 2 of today's back-to-back doubleheader. Next pitch just a little bit low. Caught the plate but was down. And the count runs to 20. 2 balls and no strikes. Cerro Coso enjoyed a 13-4 victory in game 1. Merced comfortably in front here, 9-2 in game 2, and that next pitch gets away from Avila and plunks Reyes right in the side. So the Coyotes have the bases loaded. And Cerro Coso first baseman Danny Jimenez steps to the plate. Jimenez 0 for 3 today with a couple of strikeouts. Looking to do some damage here, drive in some runs. Bases are loaded, nobody out. We are in the top half of the 7th in a game that is scheduled to go 7. Jimenez check swing. I guess he held up. Yes, no, he did not hold up. He went. Strike 1 the count on Danny Jimenez. Kind of a check swing there. The pitch was low, but Jimenez couldn't hold up. Next pitch is up and in for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Or excuse me, 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Bases are loaded. Cerro Coso trying to come back here in the top half of the 7th. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. So Cesar Avila gets ahead of Danny Jimenez. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. Cerro Coso trying to cut into that Merced lead. That ball is ripped foul. And the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Danny Jimenez. Silva looks in, gets his sign. 1-2 pitch on its way. Breaking ball in the dirt. Nice job by Jacob Skinner. Keep that in front of him. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Danny Jimenez.
2016 or 17 graduate. The catcher that was a monster.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bases loaded. And the
Oh,
pitch.
Ignacio?
No.
Another check swing. That ball misses high. And the count goes full.
2007. Big kid. He went to go play
Oh,
for
yeah, yeah,
Nebraska
yeah.
or something.
I don't know what happened.
Cesar Avila is kind of slow to his pace here.
He went to first.
3 balls, 2 strikes. And the
You
pitch.
know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That misses in.
He was working with us a little bit.
4 ball
Yeah, he's a
4.
big, yeah.
And the Coyotes
Cannon.
And he can hit the ball too.
plate their 3rd run of the
Like
game.
1.8 or something.
We are going to have
Oh,
a
you talking
visit
about Zach?
to the mound.
What's his last name?
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went out. He was out.
Mound visit over.
He was out 2 years.
Anthony Davis, Cerro Coso third baseman, steps in. Anthony 0 for 2 today
Yeah.
with the walk. 1 run in, bases are loaded. Nobody is out for the Coyotes here in the top half of the 7th.
And never got that.
He's just gonna study.
I mean, he was projected.
Davis, as you can see, hits from the left side.
He's a monster.
He was a monster.
Via his first pitch, that's popped foul down the left field line.
And a good kid.
And
But
Cesar Avila gets ahead of Anthony Davis. No balls and a strike. Ryan Brennan on third, Luis Reyes on second, Danny Jimenez on first.
so he missed a few games. He missed several
Yeah, I would
games
miss
for
the
that.
whole season.
Ezra Ponce, who came in to pinch run for Michael Dorr, scored on a bases loaded walk. There's a strike fastball that dots the outside corner. And Anthony Davis falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
They didn't even find him. His teeth were gone.
Everybody playing back for Merced.
But
They
then
have
he
a
had to
comfortable
sit out.
lead. They'll give up a run for an out.
But he played the rest of that game.
Next pitch, fastball misses away.
Oh, you
And the
know,
count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hunter Bagshaw waiting on deck for the Coyotes.
He got hit with the pitch there. Got his
old mouth.
messed
Avila
up and
gets his sign.
ruined him forever.
Just
Never
never
1-2 pitch, breaking ball that misses away. And that evens a count at 22. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases are loaded. Nobody is out here in the top half of the 7th
Probably one of the best, huh?
for a game that is scheduled to only go 7. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So Anthony Davis goes down swinging. That was a big out for Cesar Avila. And Hunter Bagshaw, Cerro Coso designated hitter, steps in. Bagshaw 2 for 3 today with a couple singles.
And he never really had a junior year. Which is the,
Looking to drive in some runs here late in the game.
and he didn't have a season. He didn't get to play season. So he missed the 2 most important
The
years.
pitch by Avila misses low to Bagshaw. Count goes to 1-0.
I don't know what they would do.
They're still trying to figure it out.
I mean, what do you do? Because they just don't know what the kids are. I guess if they're drafting in high school.
The 1-0 pitch. That's fouled back and out of play. And that evens a count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Coyotes have the bases loaded. 1 run in. We're in the top half of the 7th. 1 out. Hunter Bagshaw looking to put a crooked number up in the run column for the Coyotes this inning. Next pitch, fastball misses low. And the count runs to 2 balls and 1 strike on Hunter Bagshaw.
I mean, how could they play? Even 2:30 and go 9?
Why is it 12 and 230? So they
And
were
maybe they go 97.
See, they knew it was going to be 70.
2-1 pitch just inside. 3 balls and a strike now
So they are playing
to Bagshaw.
double.
I'm sure head coach Nate Devine would prefer Cesar Avila to close this one out if he can, not use another arm here. 3-1 pitch is fouled straight back into the net,
Hey, we'll take it.
and that runs the count full at 32. Although we are getting towards kind of the end of this hybrid season, if you will. I think each of these teams probably have about 4 games remaining. They'll wrap it up next weekend. 3-2 pitch on Bagshaw. That's grounded to second, steps on 1 and 2, and that'll do it. Inning-ending ground ball double play. So